I guess if I'm hearing you correctly, your videos should set, I guess, like an expectation. Someone should have like an expectation of what they're getting from your videos. And if they're just swiping through the images of a short, for example, that might hurt their ability to actually see or engage with your long form content. Am I hearing you right?
That's a great observation, but no, that's not what I'm saying. And let me clarify. The reason why I wouldn't put shorts on a main channel is because YouTube's dumb. I'm going to put it out there. They're dumb. And it can make it really easy and solve the problem. And there's creators like me that have talked to them and advised them to do a certain thing. But all they need to do is put a button on there and say, hey, this is a short. Okay, we already know that it fits the parameters of, hey, it's under a minute, it's vertical. Okay, great. But they need to put the button on it, because what happens is when you upload a piece of content, YouTube says, oh, I got a piece of content. And it's going to put it on the homepage of YouTube. And that right there, that's the reason why I wouldn't want that on the channel, because there might be a better video that would be used as a long form that would get the same type of click rate. Okay, the same type of click rate and more watch time, but YouTube says, oh, this is a new video, it's fresh, let's get it in front of people, and so let's not have that. And that will kill channels. Like I've literally, I can prove this over and over again. And then two, just to give context of why I'm saying this is, like, I had two of the case studies that YouTube was trying when they started shorts. And so I had a lot of discussions with the development team on this. I've had a lot of feedback of what we wanted to improve. And there's no way I would ever recommend it unless it was something that's time sensitive, newsworthy type stuff, and you didn't really care about your other library, then I'd say go right ahead. And I have channels that I'll do it on, but the end goal isn't making money. If it was making money, I'd never do shorts in a million years on it, because it's like, for the amount of volume that you'd have to get in views, like it would be like 300% higher, on a short versus what you can do on the other end. And
it's using up your digital real estate basically, because
it really is. Because like YouTube, the AI has to make a decision. Hey, this content creator has content. We need to show it on the homepage to gather an audience that would be interested in it. Which one should we do? Well, oh, this one's really fresh. We want it, whatever. Let's put the short in front of it. And so until YouTube puts that button on there and says, only put this in the short shelf, I don't think I would do it as a strategy to really grow. Now, that being said, if you don't care about it, you want to just grow subscribers and views, and you don't care about the money, you don't care about having loyalty, because there is no loyalty in short form. Like, people don't care. They're gonna flip up. I mean, you've been on TikTok. It's the same here on YouTube. They're gonna just flip up. They're not gonna really follow. And if they do, yeah, you might hit their feed a little bit more, but the algorithm's gonna be very sensitive of what they actually engage with, but they're not gonna really be an active follower. And so it's just a different viewing pattern from there.
Really, really interesting. Note to self: no more shorts on main channel. Got it. Got it. And I'm sorry. So I kind of cut you off just a little bit, right? Because you were talking a lot about the metaverse, which is interesting. I've been doing some keyword research because I'm fascinated by Web3. There were, I think, 14 or 15 million searches for NFTs last month. There were about 90,000 searches for the metaverse. Don't you feel like there's like an early adopter advantage of being like one of the first there to be talking about the topic, or is it maybe it's not hot enough yet?
Yeah, like I do believe, first come, if they do it the right way, is able to develop an audience, but the type of growth that you're able to have won't be as dramatic as something that's a little bit more, engaged with and a little bit more thought out from a mainstream perspective. And so I've been on YouTube since 2005. That's when YouTube started, and I've seen channels start. They're like so far ahead of everyone else that they're trying to grow. They do 1,000 videos. And then the moment that it starts to take off, another channel just pops in, they're speaking to the audience, and they just have more massive growth of this channel that just literally has been, leading the way. There's so legacy, and all this stuff that they have are just disregarded because it's not a community driven. They're trying to push an idea instead of establish a community. Communities have to kind of exist, or you need to gather a community for it to really amp up. And so it can be done. I'm not saying that I would not do it, but if the point that I was gonna get at is, if you're gonna do it, go all in. I would go all VR. I would not even 100% go not VR. like own the VR space. Like you can do that. I started with VR on YouTube about 4 years ago because I believe in it. And I think it's going to be an amazing experience. And so we're doing for all this real estate that's out there, but you gotta connect the way that people are going to engage. So the best people that would be engaging would be people that have, VR. And those are the ones that you should cater to. I wouldn't worry about the people that don't have VR yet, unless you're in the tech space and you're saying, hey, this is really cool, but that'd be a different channel. I'd say go full immersive if you're gonna go after it. That's a way to build a community because the community's already there. If that makes sense.
Very interesting.